First of all, I'd just like to thank you all for joining me today. My name is Karen Whittet, and I'm a career counselor in Career Lab at Brown. I'm currently working from home along with the rest of my office. So I hope you're all doing okay. I know it's been a challenging year and a interesting past 24 hours. So just want you to know that I'm thinking of you all and hope you're doing okay. This program is being recorded. So if any of you are joining us late or have to leave early, you'll be able to access it on the Career Lab website shortly once we get that posted. So thanks for joining me today. This program is designed to address some of the essential information that the Career Lab feels is important for sophomores to know. And so we'll review different ways to start thinking about sophomore spring and beyond, and review resources and really get you acclimated to have a great spring semester. I'll just remind you all to mute yourself as you are joining us today. And if you have questions, feel free to unmute and ask at any time, no problem. And this will be a brief program, but hopefully it'll be a great way to get you guys started. All right, so we'll move on to our first topic. So essential information for sophomores. A lot of you are probably starting to think about summer 2021 internships. And this is really a natural time frame for you to be thinking about maybe doing that first internship. Usually after freshman year, your first year, a lot of students might just return to a summer job from high school or work or just relax. Some people may try to find internships, but even more so this past year, of course, there was no expectation that first years were going to be looking for internships given the situation that we were dealing with the pandemic. So now that you're moving towards sophomore year, now's a great time to be thinking about internships. And we also don't want any of you to worry about perhaps not doing anything last summer. Employers will be so understanding of summer 2020 and how it was different for all college students. So there's no expectation that you needed to do something last summer. So now moving to this coming summer, you may be starting to think about an internship. And these internships may take place in person, or they could be remote or virtual opportunities, once again, given the situation in the country, and we'll see how things play out these next few months. So don't be surprised if some employers may be uncertain right now how they're going to be offering internships this summer. They may say, we're not sure yet, it might be virtual, we hope to have it in person. So the theme there is really to just be flexible as you're starting to think about things. Internships are really a great opportunity to explore. And we want to emphasize that you don't have to have it all figured out to do this first internship if that's something you're interested in. Internships are an opportunity to try something and discover that you really may enjoy it and you think you want to pursue that even further during junior year, senior year, and for that first job after Brown. Or you may do an internship, discover that that may not be the right fit for me, and I'm not sure this is something I want to do again. And that's okay. That's really the great thing about internships, is that it's, you know, a short-term opportunity for you to explore. And if you discover this isn't for me, that's okay. There's still great experiences that you can gain from that, just working, networking, understanding about a career field. So really keep an open mind with the internship, and don't feel like you have to have that exact career field to figure it out this summer. As a sophomore, you're still exploring and discovering, and that's really what we want you to think about. And when you're doing internships, not only are you going to be learning and enhancing your skills in that actual work, but we also encourage you to network with colleagues, maybe other interns you're working with, ask questions, learn from them. And that can help you with your exploration into different career fields. So really use it as an opportunity not only to develop skills and knowledge of a specific career field, but also just to learn more about other people who work in that career field, their career paths, and get advice. So really think about it as a different way to learn. Moving on to thinking about what some of the career development goals that sophomores should be considering. Now is the time where you're continuing to explore your academic interest. You'll be declaring your concentration. It may also be a time where you're thinking about courses outside your concentration interest and exploring those. And we encourage you to really take advantage of that, of the open curriculum, and take those courses of interest. It's also a time to explore your career interests. And there are different ways to do that, whether it's reading information on our website. We have a wonderful set of industry information in the Explore Career Field section on our website, where you can read about all different industries and have very specific resources for these industries. And if you're just kind of curious about a career field and don't know much about it, that's a great place to start. As well as networking. And we talk about that a lot in our office, and I'll give you some resources in a few moments to learn more about networking. But what we mean by that is talking with people who are perhaps working in the career fields of interest to you and the jobs or the organizations you're curious about, and having informational interviews with alumni. And we have great resources in Career Lab to help connect you with alumni. And that's an opportunity for you to learn specifically from people who are doing the work you're interested in. And there's no better way to learn about a career field than really talking with someone who is doing the work that you're curious about. So we encourage you to network. And it's also a great opportunity to talk with peers. Oftentimes, students can talk with upper class students about internships that they've done in the past, different experiences that they've maybe participated in at Brown outside of the classroom. So really connecting with your peers is another great way to explore. And so you want to get connected with the resources as well in Career Lab. And so attending this program is a great way to start. Some of you may already be connected with us and have met with career counselors. Perhaps this is your first interaction with our office, so we welcome all of you. And so this program is designed to give you an overview of our resources as well. So really staying connected to us is important. And then campus offices. If you haven't done so already, this might be an opportunity to connect with the Swearer Center, student activities, the academic deans in the college. These are all great resources and examples of opportunities on campus at Brown that can help support you in your academic and career interests. Okay, so another new exciting offering that Career Lab is implementing this spring is a course for credit that Brown is offering. And the final details of the course are still being developed, but within this next week, we'll be announcing more information. But it will be a 4-credit course for sophomores only, okay, which is very exciting for you guys. And so what I would encourage you to do is keep your eyes open for that and communication from our office over the coming week. And the course will be designed to address all these different career development goals that I'm highlighting today. It will be delivered by the career counselors. So there's a group of us in the office that will be focusing on this course. And then part of the course, which is probably one of the most interesting parts of it, is that for 6 weeks within the course, you will be working on a project, a group project with an alum. And so we are partnering with alumni to give students an opportunity to work on a project. And this will give you some experiential learning to work on a project with an alum in a specific career field. So like I said, we're still developing the final details of the course, all of the information. So keep your eyes open for that over this coming week. But once again, too, no pressure. You don't have to take this course. Some of you may feel like you're got your academic courses all figured out, but this is a new and exciting opportunity we wanted to share with you. And then finally, for this slide, for the essential information, really, we want you to come away with from today's workshop with the theme of really relaxing and enjoying Brown. We don't want you to feel overwhelmed and nervous about this career process. Career Lab is here for you. We have a great staff that is really here to support you. And so we also want you to remember that this is just one portion of your experience at Brown. So relax, enjoy everything that you have going on this semester, and know that we're here for you as you work through all of this. All right. So now I wanted to highlight where you can find support in Career Lab. So as I mentioned, we have a set of career counselors. I'm one of them. And we're professional staff. And in addition to doing workshops like this, we also offer 30-minute appointments to students. And that's really one of the main things that we focus on. You schedule these appointments through Handshake. And our appointments are designed to address a wide variety of topics. It can be as specific as knowing an internship that you're interested in and want to discuss more resources to look for that internship, to I have no idea what I want to do. I really need some help. I don't know where to start. We also do mock interviews for students. So that's a great way to prep for an internship interview. And so we encourage you to take advantage of those mock interviews. And so those 30-minute appointments will really meet you where you're at. We're here to support you. And so if you haven't done that already, we'd encourage you this semester to connect with one of the career counselors in the office. We also have a set of peer career advisors, otherwise known as our PCAs. And these are student advisors who are trained to work with students on resume and cover letter reviews. They're also trained to answer quick questions about applications or resources. And they also are very helpful to work with students to help them navigate our systems, Handshake, Brown Connect, as well as LinkedIn, and helping you develop a profile on LinkedIn if that's something you need some support with. And so the PCAs are really a great resource. I'd encourage you to also utilize them this semester. There's a couple ways that you can connect with the PCAs. Right now, they actually are working this week. They started back up. So for now, you can email peer career advisors at Brown, and that's plural for advisors, to arrange a time to meet with them. And then once the semester starts, they'll have set Zoom hours that will be posted in Handshake in the events section. So you can always check those as well to connect with the PCAs. Great. All right. So now I want to discuss some of the other workshops that are coming up for the career education portion of Career Lab. So all of these workshops are listed in the event section in Handshake, which you've probably discovered if you are attending this workshop today. So that event section is really the place to go to find out about all of the programs and events happening through Career Lab. So to highlight a few that are coming up next week, and this is designed during this quiet period to get you guys started before the semester and courses kick in. So the first is how to use Brown Connect and Handshake. And so Brown Connect and Handshake are the two main platforms that Career Lab has to do everything from, schedule appointments, identify internships that you want to look at, and also review our alumni database in Brown Connect to help connect you with alumni for those informational interviews I mentioned earlier. We also have our resume writing workshop. We have a networking with alumni and why it's important workshop. And I can't emphasize enough that I really would encourage you to attend this workshop. This is a great overview of the importance of networking, how to network, and really walks you through the different resources through Brown Connect and LinkedIn to identify and connect with alumni and to help walk you through some of those conversations that you might have. And after attending that workshop, if you feel like you need some more coaching on how to have those conversations and how to network, definitely make an appointment with a career counselor and we can talk to you more specifically about your situation. Networking is one of those things that can feel a little overwhelming to begin, but once you have your first conversation, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at how beneficial it is to talk with alumni. We also have our cover letter writing workshop. So we'll review how to write cover letters and really tailoring those cover letters to each of the different jobs that are internships that you'll be applying to. And it's important to tailor those cover letters. So that workshop will review all of that. And then we have our how to find and fund internships. And this workshop reviews all of the details and how to look for an internship. It gives you the strategies that we recommend to look for an internship. And it also goes over funding opportunities, which I'll highlight in a moment, for unpaid or low paying internships. So definitely check out that internship workshop. All right. So this slide covers more details about the funding for unpaid or low paying internships or research. And as I'm sure some of you know or have started to discover, is that many internships go unpaid. And there are sometimes specific, some career fields nonprofit, education, sometimes communications, where internships are not paid. And Brown has really made a strong commitment to not having that be a barrier for students to not accept an internship. So there is a funding program through the Brown Connect initiative in our office and the college, the dean's office. Their details for the deadlines and all the information for this spring semester are being finalized. So once again, over this next week, you'll get lots of information will be posted about those deadlines and how to apply. The Brown Connect website covers is a database of all of our internships. And there's also something called Bruno opportunities in Brown Connect. And what those are internships that are offered by Brown alumni or parents, and they're exclusive to Brown students. And those are great opportunities to look at because they're only being shared to Brown students. And in Brown Connect, you can choose to filter your results through the Bruno opportunity button. And so that would be something I would encourage you to look at if you haven't discovered that so far. So all the details about looking for internships and how to apply for funding is included in that Find and Fund an Internship workshop I mentioned earlier. And so that's a great place to go to for information. And I didn't mention in the beginning, I don't think, but all of our workshops are recorded and include and added to our website. So if you miss a workshop, it's okay to go and watch the recording. Certainly watching it live can be really helpful, but you can always watch the recording. So deadlines for all of these funding opportunities, monitor your email and check Career Lab's social media and our website, and we'll have all of the information posted on that shortly. There's also the summer UTRA programs, which are research with Brown faculty. So if that is of interest to you, check out the UTRA website through the dean of the college office, and information about how to pursue an UTRA opportunity and collaborate with a faculty member is all detailed on that website. And that's a really great opportunity for those of you who are interested in doing research this summer. And those are funded as well. So questions about all of the funding opportunities for unpaid, low-paying internships can be directed to the Brown Connect team in Career Lab, and their email is simply brownconnect@brown.edu. So if any follow-up questions, you can reach out to our staff through that email. Great. So now I just wanted to briefly highlight employer relations and recruiting to give you a bit of an overview about that effort in our office. So we have a team in the office that works closely with employers. And they offer things like employer information sessions. And this semester and this year, those are all taking place virtually. So it's really accessible for students. So you can check the events section in Handshake to see if there are any employers who are offering information sessions that may be of interest to you. Now, as a sophomore, some of these employer information sessions may be more geared to juniors, for employers who are looking for interns after their junior year, or for seniors, for employers who are recruiting for entry-level positions. But as a sophomore, if you see an organization or a program that sounds interesting to you, you can still attend. It's certainly appropriate to attend and learn and get yourself set up when the timeline might be closer for you, junior or senior year. The types of employers that participate in the information sessions tend to lean more towards some of the business, tech, finance, consulting, but there are always some other ones that are sprinkled in through that mix. So definitely just check those out. Career Lab is also offering what we're calling a Finance Week or Spotlight on Finance, February 17th through the 26th this semester. And this is geared specifically to students who are interested in finance. Employers will be participating and sharing more information about the different areas of finance students might be interested in, and information about how to prepare for interviews for finance jobs. And so if that is an area of interest, all that is listed in Handshake, or will be shortly. We also offer a number of virtual career fairs. Normally these fairs take place in person, but this year they are virtual. And so these are all listed in Handshake. And each spring, Career Lab partners with RISD to offer our Careers in the Common Good, or CCG, RISD Career Fair. And that's taking place later this month on January 27th. And so you can register for that and through Handshake. And for all of these fairs, what you want to do is look in Handshake for the employer listing for each fair. And you can identify the employers of interest to you, do a little research on them ahead of time. And then when you attend the fair, which obviously is virtual, they use a virtual platform where you'll be sort of, in a room or a breakout room, something like that, where you can talk to that specific employer, and you can talk to different employers throughout the time block of the entire fair. There is also the All Ivy Environmental and Sustainable Development Career Fair, which normally takes place at Columbia in New York, but it's obviously virtual this spring. So if environmental career opportunities are of interest to you, check that fair out. And then we also partner with a consortium of schools to participate in a government education and nonprofit career fair, which takes place February 19th. Normally that one's in DC, so it's a lot of DC focused opportunities, which is really great. And so check that one out to attend that virtually. So if you have questions about any of this sort of information, whether it's employer career fairs, the finance week, the employer information sessions, the finance week, the career fairs, reach out to our employer relations team at their email, employerrelations@brown.edu. All right. So really just to wrap up a little bit about what we've discussed today. Sophomore year essentials. I highlighted 3 words here for you to focus on: explore, connect, and relax. And so as far as exploring goals, we really want you to use sophomore year as to continuing to try, new experiences, and know that within your career development process, you will be trying things out, testing things out, and discovering what is of interest to you. A really interesting statistic from the Bureau of Labor Statistics is that by the time people are 30 years old, they'll have 7 different jobs on average. And we think that's such an interesting way to look at it, because sometimes students feel that that first job after Brown has to be their forever job. They have to have it all figured out. And we want students to think about that first job after Brown is just that, their first job. And once you are in the workforce and starting to work professionally, that's when most of your career development will really take place. And that's when you'll be able to make those decisions with confidence about what type of career you want to pursue. So use this time sophomore year to continue to explore and discover. And then connect. We want you to really connect with Career Lab. Reach out to us for an appointment, work with our PCAs, attend a workshop, connect with our office. Also network, talk with your peers, network with alumni. Also check in with faculty. Sometimes students don't think of that, but faculty can be a great resource for you to speak with about your career interests. And then finally, relax. Once again, I started with that theme, I want to end with that theme. We want you to relax. We want this to be an enjoyable process for you. We want you to feel confident that you have support from our office and other departments on campus to work with you through this career development, career interest, and your discovery. So really relax. Given everything that's going on and the way classes are administered through Zoom, and there's a lot for you to manage. So know that we're here for you. Reach out to us, and we're really hopeful that it will be a great spring semester for you, even though the circumstances are different than what we're all used to. And so once again, I just highlighted in summary the resources to follow up on. The Career Lab has our general email account, and that's for general questions. And after this program, if you forget everything and you're not sure where to start and have a quick question or whatnot, you can always email the Career Lab account and one of us will get back to you. If you have questions about resume and cover letter reviews, tutorials on how to use LinkedIn, develop your profile, Brown Connect, Handshake, reach out to our peer career advisors. And then you're going to use Handshake to schedule appointments with the counselors and review all of the workshops and events for the spring. And I'd encourage you to look at that events section on Handshake frequently, at least once a week, because new things are always being added. So you definitely want to stay on top of those. And then our Brown Connect system is an opportunity for you to look for internships in our internship database, those Bruno opportunities I mentioned, as well as networking with alumni. And so that is a great resource to use to connect with alumni. So my final thought is that Career Lab is here for you once again, and really check in with us this semester, and we're really looking forward to working with you. And I wish you all the best of luck as some of you return to Brown, some of you study remotely, and I hope you have a great semester, and I hope we can connect soon.